Every good piece of content needs a good hook, and every good hook needs these things. Save this video because I'm going to give you a list of things that every good hook should include so you can use this next time you're preparing a piece of content. Now, you're not going to be able to include all of these things in the one hook, but the more of them that you include, the better your hook is going to be. You're not going to be relying on luck. There's going to be an element of strategy. So the first thing is unique. The best hooks are ones that sound specific to you. They wouldn't make sense if anybody else is saying them. That's what really interrupts the pattern. So for me, it could be saying something like, I've just spent the past 8 hours analyzing 100 TikTok accounts and this is what I found. The next thing is probably the most important, and that is curiosity. There needs to be some kind of reason to stop somebody and give them a reason to stay as well. What you're doing on the screen should either make somebody go, oh, what's going on here? I need to stay and find out. Or you should be giving somebody some kind of question that they need to stay and figure out the answer to. The next thing is self-identification. You need to let your audience know within the first couple of seconds that your content is for them, because we consume content in a very selfish way when we feel like it will serve us personally. So you need to let your audience know. Sometimes this is going to be in calling out your audience directly. Sometimes it will be calling out a pain point or a struggle or a desire that your audience has specifically. The next thing is context and clarity. People should know what your video is about within the first couple of seconds. People do not waste their time. Our attention spans are so short. We need to know what we're getting into. And a lot of the time you can do this with just a text hook on the screen that tells people what the video is about. The next thing is movement, even just subtle movement, like moving towards the screen. You don't want to make it really big and dramatic because that's going to annoy people and feel like you're manipulating them, but even just subtle movement, like picking up the phone a little bit, moving your hair, something like that. Now, the best hooks activate people emotionally. They trigger something within someone that compels them to stay alongside that curiosity. So maybe it's a sense of fear. You need to know this. Loss aversion. If you don't hear this, you're going to miss out. A bit of FOMO. Specificity. The best hooks are specific. Again, going back to self-identification, you need to let your audience know that what you're about to talk about applies to them directly. So try and be specific, not too broad. Personality is pretty important nowadays when AI is taking over content, and a lot of people are relying on AI scripts for their content. It's harder to stand out when you do this. You need to have an element of who you are, your energy at the beginning of your video. Next thing is confidence in delivery. A lot of really good hooks are destroyed by people's energy. They are forcing the hooks too hard so the video doesn't land. You need to have a bit of confidence. And then the next thing is simplicity. Say your hook in a way that is easy for anybody to understand. No jargon, no like double speak, anything like that. Just be very clear. Clarity. Obviously, this was a very brief overview. If you want to know a lot more about how to craft perfect hooks, I have a module on this inside the Content Club, which is my TikTok course and community. If you would like to join, send me a DM and I will give you a discount code to get in there. I'm going to move out of the way so you can screenshot this. Have fun. Try and include all of these.